How we doing, everyone? This is Eric with reviews from the road crew again. Sorry it's been a while. I've been all across the U.S. I've hit all four of the time zones and fixed a bunch of different stuff. Anything from I flew into Reno a little over a month ago, and now I'm sitting in Florida, DeLand, Florida, right now, and being that it's now summertime and people are getting out and traveling and whatnot, thought it'd be kind of nice to go through and do a hotel hacks and courtesy etiquette whatnot. So this is some of the hotel hacks that we'll talk about, and most of us use all the time. The ones of us that do travel all the time. Uh, Air conditioning. You walk in the room and it feels like it's 85 or 90 degrees. Well, probably because it is. They're trying to save money wherever they can, and an empty room being nice and cool doesn't benefit them at all. So first thing you do is you go in the room, you turn the air conditioner down to whatever you think, and then go to the bathroom. Check and see if they have a vent fan in the exhaust fan, and that'll help vent some of the hot air out of the room, allowing the AC to go through and actually move in cooler, uh, drier air, and that'll make a big difference. If you notice that the curtains are being blown around by the air conditioner, set your shoes or your work boots or a fairly narrow bag on top of that AC unit. Keep it from blowing everything out. That'll actually get the air out into the room. Immensely helpful. Second thing is the refrigerators. A lot of the times, the hotel staff is instructed to turn it, allow the refrigerator to get warmer. It takes more electricity to keep a refrigerator cold when there's nothing in it than what it does when it's full. So, a lot of them are. I can't even say the majority of them, but a lot of them are going to have the dial in the front when you open up the door, much like on your refrigerator at home. If you don't see one there, be careful, make sure it's not bolted down, but pull it out. It probably has a control on the back of it. Um, that's one of the things that we've noticed. Some hotels, their service staff is instructed to go through and unplug it. Well, plug it back in. Uh, okay. If you're diabetic and you need to keep your insulin cold, they most hotels that don't have refrigerators in the room already, they can get you one into that room, and majority of the time it's free or extremely low cost. I'm not saying to lie and going tell them you have to keep your insulin cold and you're not on it and get caught. Uh, but more and more hotels, they're going away from some of the older ways, and they are putting refrigerators in. They're putting the microwaves in, and it's most definitely helpful. Otherwise, if you're trying to get a bunch of drinks cold, the ice bucket isn't real big, so use your sink. That's a trick we learned a long time ago, and I've been using it for quite a while. Um, it's not the most ideal, but it does work. Outlets, power outlets in the rooms. A lot of your older hotels and all that, they don't have anywhere near as many outlets. The newer ones, they definitely have more. I believe the room I'm staying in this weekend, I believe there's 10 available. One, two. Yeah, there's at least 10 available outlets in the room. But I also carry a power strip that has an 8-foot lead cord on it. It's helpful. If you're looking for another point to charge from, uh, the uh, the TV is going to have a USB on the back of it, and you can just plug your cable into there. It does not charge as fast as it does when it's on a transformer, but it definitely works. A lot of the hotels have they have their little MyQB things, which is going to have a couple of 110 outlets and a couple of USB outlets. After those have been worn for a while and they get kind of beat up, and the USB outputs, they don't work anymore, but a lot of them do. Uh, when I, being that we travel a lot and spend a lot of weekends out on the road, I get tired of commercials. I get tired of all that BS on there. So I have a Fire TV box, and I usually carry my laptop with me, so I can I can choose what I watch. If you have streaming services, the Fire TV box is usually able to log into almost every internet uh, provider at a hotel. Some of them they're kind of funky, and they actually won't let one on, so the computer fixes that problem pretty quick. Uh, wireless wireless keyboard, wireless mouse, wireless trackball. Those things all come in real handy when you're using your HDMI output on your computer. Uh, Laundry. You're not at home. The majority of the hotels, from what we're seeing, they have a time display, a time to finish display on them. Be there relatively soon after it's done. Don't just walk away for 2 or 3 hours and expect, well, everybody's just going to have to wait on me because I feel like taking my time. There's a lot of other people that are traveling like us, and we carry 6, 7, 8 days worth of clothes with us, but we need to get them washed up sometime, and the weekend's definitely it. Laundry pods, they're immensely helpful when you travel. There's a couple of manufacturers that make the dry pods. Those are wonderful because you don't worry as much, because even if you set something down on them, you're not going to have detergent just go gushing everywhere, and that's I've run into that before. I had I had two or three of them break in one of the big tubs. Uh, that was they were liquid, and they'd been sitting up in the top shelf of my service box for a year and a half as I worked my way through the whole bin of them. And the last little bit of them, I actually just kind of dumped everything into the washer. Well, that looks about right. Um, okay. When you step out of the room in the morning, and you're going to be gone until the afternoon or early evening, uh, make the hotel staff feel a little bit better about coming in to service your room. Keep things organized. Keep it picked up. Uh, having an empty plastic bag of sorts for excess overflow trash is, it's just a courtesy, and it makes them feel a little bit better about coming in to do stuff on your room. If you're concerned about something that you have out that you want to keep out, but you don't want them just playing with it, or in the odd event you might get a hotel worker that's not as honest as others, and they want to take something, cover it up with a t-shirt, cover it up with a towel, fold it up, make it not as noticeable, and you'll you'll get better service out of that. And while we're talking about the hotel staff, when you check in, be nice. Don't go in and just demand an upgrade. They may not have it. Uh, a lot of us that travel all the time, we have several different rewards groups that we're members of, and some of us, we have 300 stays a year. Uh, the one hotel chain that I stay with the most, I think last year, I believe I had like 260 or 270 days in their brand of hotels. Uh, so we do make the most out of our uh, out of our rewards programs, and it's nothing against you. It's just if you're only staying 4 or 5 times a year, you're not going to be looked on the same as someone that you know gets their 40 nights for the top tier in the first 6 or 8 weeks of the year. So, but be courteous. If there is a problem with the room, approach the front desk. Don't go in yelling and screaming, causing a fit. Go up there, be polite, explain the situation to them, and they're pretty likely to help you out. And they're going to do what they can for you. If you go up there in a hostile manner, they're not going to be as likely to want to help you out. Uh, what else did I have? But yeah, stay organized. Keep it picked up. They'll definitely appreciate it. Until the next time, I hope it's not as long as it was between videos, but it's it's been a lot of miles. It's been a lot of work, a lot of interesting stuff. But until the next time, I'm Eric with the reviews from the road crew. Look forward to meet you out there, and stay safe and have fun this summer.